Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to do another attempt at the hardest achievement, which is the Dead Hand achievement. That achievement means I have to defeat each challenge, scavenge, survival, and apocalypse on the hardest difficulty, and that is the Sara Bomber. So, we're going to go ahead and give it another try. It's completely random on what we get in the shelter, and if you like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you leave a like, because it helps with the algorithm on my end. I appreciate those. And make sure you leave a comment. You know, recommendations on what games to play or what you liked about the video, or even, you could just say anything, really, and it makes a difference. It really does. So we started off with a med kit. We started off with a little bit of food. Just the two of us. There wasn't enough time to get the kids, but surely this is a drill, and they're okay, right? All right, we've got 2 cans of soup. We've got three bottles of water. We are good to go. 1 minute it was all fine, and the next we were at each other's throats. How did this happen? This is insane. We need to get a grip on ourselves if we're going to survive this. Let's just sleep on it. We also have some ammunition and a suitcase, and we have both adults, which is really good. Having both adults is helpful because you have to have an adult to keep going. If it's an adult and a kid, it makes it really hard. We're definitely doing some expeditions because we need some items. We don't have any items for the escape, so that's going to be a problem. There isn't a lot of space down here, so we can smell everything. Well, one of the wall bricks got loose today and revealed a hole. We felt pretty sick. It's a smell coming from the hole. It's terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of the stench? Yes, please, because this can give us soup. Let's hopefully get soup. Potentially. Hopefully. Nobody's injured? I think we did. Let's take a look. Yep. We looked into the hole, fearing something that might come at us with claws, fangs, or other mutated sharp body parts, but nothing happened. Instead, we found a dead rat who was trying to break into a can of tomato soup. He failed miserably. We have a feeling we'll be luckier than him, so we confiscated it. Don't worry, we gave the rat a proper burial in an empty can. He deserved that much. Alright, day 3, we don't have to give him water until day 5. We're going to send Ted out on this adventure. If we had a gas mask, we'd send him because we don't want him to get sick. Alright, and luckily we've got a med kit. Last run we did not get so lucky on that, and it put us in a weird situation. Alright, we don't have any board games or cards. What the heck were those sounds? Are they coming from the walls? They are driving us crazy. Something crawling in the air vents? Relax, take a deep breath. We should probably calm down before we start tearing them down. Maybe try relaxing for a bit. We don't have it, or we would. Potentially can go crazy because of that kind of stuff. And we did. And we did. Like... Okay, so Dolores went crazy right off the bat. Give her water. We don't have a map, or else we would do this. We had the most curious visitors today. One of them was making sounds of a galloping horse using a pair of rocks and hitting them against each other, while his companion was pretending to ride said horse. They claimed to be on a very important quest to seek some magical cup, only they lost their way in the wasteland. They asked permission to give us a quick look at our map and determine their whereabouts. If we had it, we definitely would, because we would get something cool for it. And we're starting off with roaches. This is not good. I heard the little critter noises. We couldn't contain our laughter, and our guests took offense. They ran off shouting that our ancestors were rodents and smelled like forest fruits. Alright, she's crazy, hungry. We don't have anything for the roaches. So this is going to be an interesting run. We got a crazy person and roaches on day 7. That's going to be rough. Day 10 is when we feed and water. We're either going crazy or this entire shelter is filled with little insects, or worse. It's worse. There's spiders. Okay, some of them, not the miniature ones, but huge, furry, and very creepy beasts. We got to do something about them. This will just make us tired, which kind of sucks a little bit. $313. Oh, I got multiple appointments today. We decided we could get rid of those spiders with our bare hands, feet, and whatever body parts we could use for lethal anti-spider attacks. Unfortunately, we underestimated their chances. They're really fast, and all we achieved was getting tired. Okay, so she's starvation. We don't have to do that till day 10. Okay, we got the phone call on day 8. That is the earliest we've ever gotten the twins to start that. So we're going to answer the phone call. We need items, though. We've got a gun and a lock. A gun and a lock and ammunition. Let me do something real quick. Pull my cheat sheet up. Alright, so with the ammunition, it can give us a med kit or a gas mask. With the padlock, It can get us a Boy Scout book and a rifle. I could do the suitcase and take both ammo and the padlock. I'd like to have a third item if I'm going to do that. You know what? I might send them with the medkit. I never do. But I might do that. He's injured, though. What? Oh, he's sick. You know what? I kind of want to do that. I don't know what it is. Here's what my cheat sheet says. If I take the medkit, the character will return without injury. There's an event a few days later. We'll check out the suitcase on the ground outside. But I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do that. I want to see what happens. Maybe we can get something good going. We got to give them both. Send her with the suitcase, medkit, padlock, and ammunition. And let's see if we can't get some good stuff for this. Which is odd because we're taking the ammunition that could give us the medkit. But we're also taking the medkit. So, it kind of makes me nervous on that. We don't have a radio. We've just got to do something to get some items. We have to do something to shake things up and get some items. The more items we get, even if they're not the right ones, at least we can trade with them. You know? At least we can trade with them. We're not going to do anything about the roaches. I'm sorry. I'm skimming through this. I should read these for you guys. I apologize. I'll go ahead and read. Our time will come, but for the time being, we'll just have to adapt to the living situation. They're here. We're here. Let's make the best of it. They're only cockroaches after all. The last one was basically cockroaches. It was like, hey, there's more roaches. Look out. We were never a huge fan of mushrooms, but with the colony of them growing on the walls, we've changed our loyalties. We're all about mushrooms now. Should we eat them? No, thank you. No, thank you. Let's see. We may be hungry, but there are some things we'll just never eat. Wall fungus is one of them. Okay, Ted is both. We'll just give them both. How about that lake we've been going to for the past few years? It would be so good to find ourselves there, far away from this madness. Swim a little, maybe take a boat ride, even if the whole place turned into Adamville. Okay, day 15. I'm hoping the mother returns with a bunch of stuff. Just a crazy amount of stuff. After all the days we spent down here, we're not exactly clean. We smell bad, real bad. It didn't bother us until we noticed it, and now we're about to get sick, so why not take a shower? We don't have soap, but there are other alternatives to consider. It's fine. He's already sick. That's basically to keep you from getting sick. But he's already sick, so it's not going to make a difference. The world has ended. Who cares about showering? We can get used to it. Adapting shouldn't be hard. It'll be like a camping trip. It will. Oh no, that smell is just terrible. Don't puke. Don't. Suspicious-looking stains cover parts of the page. Okay, he's just sick and hungry. The roaches seem to be organized every passing day. At first, it was just one or two of them, but nowadays, it seems we see small colonies of them marching through the shelter. We need to deal with this situation before their civilization becomes superior to ours. Excusez-moi. Day 17. Living with roaches can't be too bad, right? If they're stealing your pillows, socks, and wallets, why would roaches even need wallets? And that smell is horrible. Okay, hungry, thirsty is fine. We don't have a radio. Okay, the mom's back. Good deal. I was nervous. Wow! The mom went crazy as heck, but she loaded us up. I'm gonna give... Oh, this is good. If there was one thing we need to do, it's to use the radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcast that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that, or it's strolling around outside waiting to get picked up. The first option sounds a bit more sane. Alright, when we reached our local police station, we were surprised to find it staffed by police officers. That's an admirable Call of Duty right there. We couldn't say we knew any of them, but they had uniforms and badges, so surely they are the law in this part of the wasteland. It seems like they started writing it down for everybody to see. The exterior station walls were covered in some inspiring signs like New Order and The World is Ours. There was a map laid out on the hood of one of the burned down police cars. A clumsy sign on it read, "The plan to take over the world." During the trip, we lit a fire to warm up a bit. It wasn't long before we had a few bandits standing next to the fireplace, demanding we give them all of our supplies. In a sudden rush of adrenaline, we decided to toss a few bullets in the fire. What followed was a barrage that sent those guys running with their pants on fire. In their haste, they even forgot a few of their belongings. You know what's crazy? Ammunition doesn't tell me. Oh, it's random. I can get a random item, a gas mask, or a medkit. So yeah, good deal. We spotted a kid's toy chest between the remains of a ruined house. It was secured by the same type of padlock we have. So after carefully examining our lock, we managed to break the box and found an undamaged copy of the Scout's book. Dang it, we really like that suitcase. It's gone now. The ammunition we took with us, we don't have it anymore. The vehicle down the street looks like someone's work in progress. We observed it from afar. Who could the owner be? We kept our distance for the time being, but we might want to take a closer look in the future. This could be our potential ticket out of here. Okay, so Ted is sick. We're going to give him that and some water. She is sick, but she's also crazy, so that's why we're not using it on her. We're going to do another expedition with the mom. We found an unsigned letter today. The stranger asked for our help. Apparently there was a few survivors in grave need of supplies, and we have a chance to help them. They're saying that we won't regret it, and we would make several people very, very happy should we do it. We have plenty of soup. Let's go ahead and do it. It'll help the dad from going crazy. Hopefully it'll bring the mom back. Sometimes that happens. No, it didn't. Okay. The authors of the note turned out to be twin siblings, a brother and a sister. They greeted us happily and took us to a small tent where they started handing out the supplies we brought to a small group of hungry survivors. Between them were people of all ages, including children, the elderly, and even a mime. The siblings shook our hands and proclaimed this is the beginning of a new friendship. They promised to contact us soon. Good deal. So, starvation for Ted. Starvation for the mom. Oh, we can't send the mom. We can't send the mom. Okay. I don't want to send Ted. I want Ted to be my healthy guy that stays home. We're going to wait for the mom to not be tired. And maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a med kit somehow. And we can cure the mom. Ted's just hungry. The mom is dehydrated. Give her water tomorrow. Alright, so we don't have the radio. We're not going to do anything with the radio. We're going to work on the twins' escape. That is the goal. We've got to do something about those roaches, actually. Hungry, thirsty, dehydrated. We got to give her that. There's a chance the book could break and we need it. Let's use the gun. Because we're not using... The gun doesn't get used for the twins' escape. Nice, and it didn't break. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. He's dehydrated for tomorrow. Life in the shelter can really put a strain on personal relationships. Privacy is forgotten, impossible concept now. So even if you wanted to clear the air, well, even in the most private conversations are guaranteed unwanted audience. Dolores and Ted could really use a quiet moment to talk in peace. How about a picnic in the nearby park? Let's go ahead and do that because it'll help with Ted's sanity. I can't have him going insane. If he goes insane, I'm just completely out of luck. Nothing like a romantic outing to get ruined. Post-apocalyptic park. To a ruined post-apocalyptic park, complete with giggling and whispering sweet nothings over a shared can of tomato soup. At least that's how Ted remembers it. Dolores is unwilling to comment, but they both feel better today. So clearly whatever happened has lifted their spirits. Give him both. Give her food. Wait, is she tired anymore? She is still tired. Dolores has not been very talkative lately. Should we chat with her and find out what's wrong? Yes. Oh, that's what it is. She's not crazy anymore. That's awesome. That outing at the park kept her from going crazy, or brought her back from being crazy. So that's good. Now we just need to make her not sick. She's still tired, isn't she? She is. Okay. Okay, the radio we can't do anything with. Okay. Okay, now she's not tired. We're going to go on an adventure with her. And we'll send her with a can of water or something. Why can't... It's unavailable to go outside. I don't understand. Today was an exciting day for Ted. All of a sudden, he found car keys in his back pocket. Has he been sitting on them this whole time? Anyways, he got reminiscing about his favorite automobile, and now he's worried about it being parked up the street for too long. Something tells us it was the least of the trouble at the moment, but Ted seems really eager to go out and turn the engine over. No. We're not doing that. We're not risking Ted. Dude, is there seriously going to be a flood? Come on, Ted, give it a rest. We can't remember where we even parked the car before the blast, and even if we found it, what are the odds that it's still working? Forget it. Our shiny, beautiful car is probably just a bunch of molten junk in a ditch somewhere. Okay. We're sending somebody on expedition. Good deal. Thankfully, we don't have those two, so we're just going to protect the map. Okay, let's see. Well, that was lucky. The shelter filled with water pretty rapidly, but we're certain we're going to drown with our heads barely above the water. We weren't even able to open the hatch to escape. Before we could start considering the worst, the water level started to drop. We're fine, save for the mess that we need to deal with. Water for him tomorrow. Send the mom. She's going with a thing of water, because I don't think I have anything else. What does the gun do? It just helps when the raiders are around. So let's just do the water because she's not in good shape. And hope that she comes back so we don't just lose water. It's still risky, but I think it's worth the try. I think it's worth the try. Give him both. The twin sibling... Yes, this is why we got the map. The twin siblings contacted us again. Today they visited our humble shelter saying they were looking for a map of the nearby area. Their plan is to make a relatively safe place for the new camp that could accommodate their whole group and anybody else that wants to move in with them. A plan of the city would be very helpful in their situation, at least to help organize their scouting expeditions. Okay, so we're going to do the map, and we are making progress. This is really good. Got a drink of my drink. That was delicious. We were happy to see them again. We quickly handed them our map and pointed out several locations that might be worth checking out. They left before it got dark to still get a few hours of scouting in daylight, but they said that they would definitely be back again to share some news and a friendly chat. We hope to find a good place. Maybe we could visit them when the camp is ready. Fatigued and hungry is fine. What was that? A rat? Rats are usually smaller than cats. And what's with the double tail? We can't let that thing get to our supplies. Use the axe, because the axe does not break during these events. It's good to protect the shelter like that, except for raids, and when somebody's injured, it offers to use the axe to fix it. It burns the axe, and it completely screws it up. Fatigued and hungry is fine for now. We don't want to do the cat trade. It's a sleazy trader trying to trade the cat. We need a med kit, though, for the mom. We need a med kit. I hope she comes back with one. This is for the radio for the government escape. We don't care for that, to be completely honest. Knock at the door. Who do we got? We don't need the map anymore. So that is a tradable option. He needs both tomorrow. We need the book, potentially. We're not trading the book. Dang. Pretty sure this is the country singer. He gives us a radio. He gives us a radio. A young singer approached the shelter this morning encumbered by 2 different guitars, a big backpack, and a weird contraption holding a harmonica in front of his face. He asked for some supplies in exchange for a song or two. Do we want to share? I'm thinking about doing it to get the radio because it's a good trade item, but it's also a good expedition item. Let's do it. We're already at 2 waters. Why not 2 foods, you know? Even them out a little bit. And there's the radio. His songs brought tears of joy to our eyes. With good, talented Americans like that, hopefully times are a-changing for the better soon. The sound of his guitar kept blowing in the wind towards us as he walked away. Our love for his music moved him so much he gifted us a working radio. Time to listen up to chatter. Okay. Now we can start using the radio. It also gives us little events, which gives us an option to find supplies. which would be nice. I don't think we got anything from that one. We did. Boom. Look at that. Some friendly soul on the radio was talking about a supply pack she lost during her trip to our town. We immediately realized she must have driven through our street. We rushed out and got to the package before anyone else. Dolores died, but we got our food and water back. We've been wondering what happened to Uncle Brian. He should have been far away from where the bombs fell, but no one knew for sure. It would be great to find out. He always looked on the bright side of life, so maybe we should too, but it's not easy. Say, didn't we have a photo of him tucked away in one of the books at home? Okay, so we can read the book to keep Ted's sanity up. After Dolores disappearing, that'll help. We did it! The photo we were looking for was stuck between the pages of the Scout Handbook. What a lucky coincidence. It's a bit blurry, but it still is a wonderful surprise. He's starvation. We'll wait till tomorrow. It's tough surviving in these conditions. Let's hope this will be over soon, or else we might end up dead in a wasteland ditch. That's not something we are looking forward to. Okay. It's easy to feel a bit down when living underground like this. No sunshine, no sky. We need to get rid of that pessimism and try to bring some cheerfulness into our lives. Okay, give him both. We can keep sitting on our backsides in this tiny little bunker, or we can start thinking about getting away as far as possible from this radioactive wasteland. Who would have thought that the Reds would ruin such a lovely neighborhood? We could do it on our own. The escaping part, not the ruining part, of course. However, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep our eyes and ears open. Good news! The government made a radio broadcast about extracting survivors from the area. The announcer asked everyone to listen and wait a while longer and expect further communication within a few days. We'll be out of here soon. Okay, does he need anything? He does not. Good news from our friends. The siblings visit us today to inform us that their camp is now done. They do have a few concerns, though. Mostly the children. Their idea of fun is running around in a radioactive wasteland and possibly getting eaten by mutated cockroaches in the process. Do we have any spare toys we could give them? We do not. There's only two ways we could do this. We could sit and hope for a good trade, which we have a decent amount of stuff to trade with. Or we can go on an expedition. We have the padlock. The padlock protects us from one expedition somebody trying to get into. Let's go on an expedition. Let's hope for the best. Ted's in a great position right now. We're going to send Ted. We're going to send Ted. What are we going to send him with? We could take the rifle. We could take the rifle. But we need, like, toys or whatever. Gosh, man, this is difficult. We'll take the rifle and just hope for the best. The padlock should protect us from anybody trying to break in. Okay, good. Yeah, padlock broke, so we're good. We didn't get it. We still have the gun, though. And we got a suitcase. Okay, let's read through this. When we came back to the shelter, we were relieved to discover that it was still locked. The padlock carries signs of an attempted break-in, but whoever gave it a try did not succeed in getting in. Sadly, the padlock is in a sorry state, and we cannot use it anymore. We were surprised to find that the metro station wasn't exactly abandoned. It's inhabited by a group that uses bullets as currency. They were armed, not a lot of friendly people, but there were no bandits either. They allowed us to take a look around as long as we didn't touch any of their stuff. We wouldn't pass the opportunity to get some more water, so when we found the toilets, we did not hesitate to fill as many bottles as we could with that murky, irritated liquid. What a treat. Near the metro entrance, we discovered a tomato soup vending machine. Of course, we left most of our change and another pair of trousers, but we took whatever we could. The metro station traders were special liking to our clothing. We were We were always proud of our dress sense, but in our opinion, during the apocalypse, you never say no to a package of fresh ammunition. Also, you can probably manage just fine without your underpants. So we quickly came to an agreement. There was a small maintenance area next to the ticket booth. We were hoping to find a bit of soap. Sorry, hiccups. To finally wash ourselves, the only thing we could find there was a can of bug spray. A group living at the station had thrown a bunch of suitcases, backpacks, and luggages in a big pile and called it a barricade. Thankfully, we took out a particularly nice-looking suitcase. It was quite tricky, and we came close to collapsing the house of cards. But thankfully, we did not ruin the whole thing. Let's give him 2 food, 2 water for a little while. Finally got a good look at the vehicle down the street. An ice cream truck. No wheels, but it was reinforced with metal grills. But where were the weapons? That kind of vehicle needs weapons. Okay, we're definitely doing that to get the vehicle further. We're definitely doing that. He got injured, but that's okay, because we made progress on that. Looking at the map gave us an idea. We visited centuries-old battlefield in the outskirts of town and pushed an antique cannon all the way down to the vehicle, where the vehicle was found. The map somehow got torn up in the process, but our project is looking truly majestic. The trip was very tiring, resulting in some injuries. There are a few experiences more horrifying than having a cannon drop on one's foot. I think we only need one more repair for the vehicle to be ready to do an escape with that. There's never a good time to go out into the radioactive wasteland, but it seems this will be the time necessary in the world of ours. We thought it would be a good idea to make this happen sooner rather than later, and plan a trip outside. Before we could make a third step beyond the shelter doors, an unknown creature started to growl at us in the darkness. We had moments to decide what to do. Nothing. This is the dog. Okay. Trade for a medkit, please. In other circumstances, we might have risked battling the beast in the darkness, but for some reason, we felt that was not to our liking, so we screamed and screamed with terror. The creature was probably more afraid of us than we were of it, and left in a hurry. He's still sick. We'll give him 2 more. Knock, knock. This sound is always surprises and confuses us. It can mean anything, good or bad, but we're always curious. Should we open it? Yes, please. Please, some random magical moment that gives us a medkit. Nope. Turned out it was a nice, mysterious fellow in a weird suit. He gave us some soup cans. This will help us survive the next couple days. Okay, we're going to give him 2 more. Okay, that's the gambling. We don't have cards to gamble. We really, really need a trade. We need a good trade to show up. Please, 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 please. He's still sick. Give him 2 more. Door-to-door salesman found his way to our shelter. We remember him from before the apocalypse. He came over with a bunch of leaflets and tried to convince us to join something called the Astro Citizen, but we refused. Now he just wants supplies and says that he will reveal some state secrets in return. You know what? I always say no, but let's just do it because we're really desperate at this moment. We're so close. We're so close to doing this. We are generous, so we shared our supplies with him. He tried to make us believe that the America has a working space station in orbit, or rather had, since according to that guy, it exploded when the bombs dropped. How convenient. A working space station? What a joker. He was probably so hungry and dehydrated that his brain started playing tricks on him. We're going to do 1 more, feed him twice, and water or whatever, and see what happens. Ever since we jumped out of the fallout shelter, we've been wondering about that other door in the shelter. If it should even be here. Yes, let's do this. I wish we had a flashlight, but let's look in there and see if there's a med kit. Sometimes there is. There's not. Okay. Gosh, man, this is a rough situation. He's in agony. We have to find a med kit. It may be over soon. It may be over soon, you guys. I hope not. Okay, this is the last one. We're not doing the government one. We're too close to the twins. Okay, another knock at the door. Give me an amazing trader. Watch, it's going to say, do you want the toys for the escape or do you want a med kit? That's my luck. Jeez, no, it's just them. Okay, Okay. The end. Ted died. Oh, you guys, what are we doing? What are we doing? Anyways, It was a good run. It was a good run. It was a good attempt. He succumbed to his wounds. Pretty sure we had one more and then they would have came and got us to escape. Let's do one more run. I gotta be quick. Because I have an appointment I have to do. I have 2 appointments today, actually. But let's go and be quick. Let's be quick and let's run through this. We're gonna try one more time. We need wheels for the vehicle and it's ready to escape with. And so that's 2 more finding that. Alright, 2 more finding the vehicle for expeditions, and we can use that as an escape route. Which basically just means a lot of food is needed. Please give us something really amazing. Items to escape with, please. Not enough. Let's do it. Alright, let's just sprint through this. We're gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be so fast, it's gonna be insane. Day 2. Okay, there's spiders. Mutate the daughter. Mutate the daughter. Let the daughter mutate. Oh, that would have been insane. That would have been a crazy start. I would have sent her out every day. We'll do the daughter. We're not sending her with anything. The map is such a good start and we didn't get it. That's like the best. As far as events go, to get more stuff, the map is just so good. Day 5, give water. We were interrupted by rapidly knocking on the door. We found it was a group of refugees who survived the blast just like we did. I'm not giving you anything. It's like good karma or whatever, but it's... I'm good. We don't need that right now. We don't have a radio. We don't really have anything. We're like... Until the daughter gets back, there's not really much we can do. We're not eating mushrooms. That's the mushrooms on the wall. We don't care for that. Day 8. Let's see what happens. Give us a good one. A quiet knock at the door. When we opened, we found a suitcase on the doorstep. No one around. It's signed, but we're sure it's for us. Let's check it out. Give us something good. Don't get the dad sick either. Okay, we got a board game. Knocking at the door. Yes, please. This could be that guy that gives us 2 food. The dad's sick, but that's okay. We got a ton of food. Turned out it was a nice guy. Gave us 2 soups. We got sick from it. Mary Jane came back. What did she get for us? 2 food, 2 water, and a flashlight. That's good. We're going to give the dad the first aid kit. What is she, just sick? Give them both. We're going to send the dad on an expedition now. We're going to send the daughter to go answer the phone. So we started the twins' escape. He's at starvation. Go ahead and give him something. Now we're going to send the dad with the gas mask. I don't want him sick. She doesn't need anything. We don't have a radio. We did get some decent items, but we need to get better. Hopefully she gets untired and we can send her with like a can of soup. We've got plenty of it. So that'd be nice. Things you don't expect. Abandoned people dressed in all green showing up at your doorsteps claiming to take from the rich and give to the poor. That's exactly what happened to us. Should we let those clowns in? They might provide some quality entertainment. Yeah, we're super poor. So we can say yes, we'll get a free item. It's basically 5 or less. 5 or less items and you get something free from the Merryman, which we got the radio. So now we can start the radio stuff. She's dehydrated. Give her water tomorrow. Scavenge supply. She got back. She had a wound on her forearm. We don't have anything to heal the forearm. Day 15. She is... We'll give her both. We can't gamble. We don't have any cards. Man, we're getting a lot of knocks on the door. She is just hungry, sick, and tired. Group of doctors. We'll do that. We have some good supplies right now. The end. Okay. 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 The dad didn't come back. That's crazy, actually. Alright, let's just rerun it, I guess. Let's just rerun it, I guess. That's crazy. That's crazy. Take a drink of my drink. Alright, let's try one more time. This is the last one, regardless of how long. We do have to move quick. I'm sorry for that. Typically, I like to read a lot and do stuff, but got a busy day, and I want to make sure I get a video for you guys. And I really want to make it. Gun, suitcase, bug spray. And checkers. Okay. So we got an item each for the government or the twins. Green puddle. We're going to ignore it. I used to panic about the green puddle because I would be like, oh no, we're going to get sick. But to be honest, almost every time I ignore it, they never get sick. So it's such a good thing. You know, I just fly right past it every time. All it really does is destroy items, you know. Cockroaches, yes. Just get rid of them. We don't need to get sick. When you get the cockroaches almost every single time they visit, and it has a thing saying about the cockroaches, it's a chance for them to get sick. Uncomfortables, like someone or something was watching us. We'll use the gun. Pray it doesn't break. Remember, we're on the hardest difficulty. Items break easier, so... That's crazy, we got lucky. Day 10 is when we need to feed her water. We were about to start a discussion. Rapid knocking. We found out there's a group of refugees that survived the blast like us. You know what? Give them food. I don't know if it helps. I want to say it does, but I just don't know. I have no idea. Whoa, they gave us a map. It does. I had no idea. So yeah, we got to start making sure we do that because it gives potential to give a good item. And we're answering the phone. Day 8, we're fine on that. Send Ted to go answer the phone. Hopefully the mom comes back soon. The dad needs to be fed and watered tomorrow. We don't have a radio. Day 10. Is the mom coming back? I'm getting a little bit nervous for her. I need 2 of them to do proper expeditions. We don't have anything to treat the spider, so Ted's going to be tired. I was hoping to send him on an adventure, so hopefully he's not. Okay, he's not. Good deal. What did you even do out there to Dolores? 2 food? That's it? That's crazy. You didn't do nothing. You just went out for no reason. Merryman, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. We can let them in. They'll give us an item. Day 12. They gave us a radio. That's not bad. We still need a few things, though. We'll give her food tomorrow. We're sending the dad out. What do we have? I would say send him with the checkers, but we're going to need that. We'll just send him out like he is. We'll just send him out and about. Nobody's sick yet, so we're good on that. Okay, give her both. It's never a good time to go out in radioactive wasteland. Okay, that's the growling. We'll ignore it. That's the dog. We don't care for the dog too much right now because it costs food. Okay, we're going to answer the phone. This is going to start the government, which we have the gun and the map, which work for the government. If we get the cards, I think we're all set. There's nothing more annoying than silence. That's all we're getting from the radio. No talking, nothing. Let's go ahead and listen to it, because sometimes we can get supplies. It is a potential to break, but honestly, it's kind of worth the risk. And it broke. It wasn't worth the risk. I lied. This hurts. This hurts every feeling I've got. Starvation tomorrow. Alright, so this is the Monty Python people. They're looking for the magical cup. They need to use our map. They will give us an item. I hope they fix our radio. That would be pretty sick, because we just started the government escape. They didn't. But they gave us an axe. An axe is extremely good. Give her both. Someone is serious about banging on the hatch. Were we scared to open it? Good news, right? We would gladly welcome a friendly face, even if that was our neighbor, Ned. Okay, I'm going to answer this because I think it's the twins needing help to go save a sibling. She doesn't need anything, but she is hurt. Hang on. Someone started shooting at us. It wasn't the twins. Found a letter from what seems to be other survivors. They claim to be known harm and they want to meet us. Alright, let's go meet them. So, I mean, the twins were there, but it wasn't like I thought. That sucks. Her getting injured sucks. The dad's dead. That's also horrible. You know, we're just kind of unlucky right now. I'm going to be honest. We could trade the gun. If we're doing the twin escape, honestly, let's do that. Let's get more water, because now we can't do expeditions, and we're not doing the radio. We're going to do the twins, because we have more stuff for the twins, and the radio's broken, and we can't do any expeditions. She's hurt, so we need to find a way to try fish something out. Okay, let's use that to fish in the pond. We got a med kit. It's game changer. Dude, game changer. Give her the med kit. Give her both. No expedition. We only need to save the map. The only other thing that the twins could ask for is the book. So that would be sick if we could get the book. Emptying our bucket in front of the shelter, we discovered a hastily drawn map on the ruined walls. Someone drew out a route and marked a spot. Let's go for it. Because we could get another med kit. We could get a book. We might just get some food and water. Got another med kit. We're on point. Holy cow. It would have been better for the book, but I'm okay with it. This will keep her alive longer. Okay, I can go check out the neighbors. See if I can get something good. If she gets injured, which sometimes happened, or sick, that means I can use the med kit to heal her. We got a gas mask. She's sick. That's perfectly fine. We'll use the med kit again. That's what we got it for. Open in the name of freedom, came a shout from the door. Yes, please. They might give us a gun. That's a good trade item. It's the Wolverines, hopefully. Yep, we got a gun. Alright, we are set in stone. Sorry again that I'm burning through this without reading, but kind of gotta. They'll help us fight off the next party that comes our way. We can give them water. Alright, cool. Now we have protection from a raid as well. Please let the twins ask for map and checkers. Map and checkers. I don't want the trader for the cat. Wait, hang on, what do we have? She's just hungry and fatigued? Someone is below us. It's only reasonable to check it out. Let's take the axe and check it out. We could get a med kit again, or a radio, or something else. We got another med kit. Holy cow, med kit city this run. This is crazy. Fatigued, hungry, thirsty. Siblings kept their word. They wanted the axe. That is a good first one. That's such a good first one. I genuinely hope. Let's save the med kit because sometimes they need that. And let's save the checkerboard. That gives us 2 out of 3. So there's a good chance we could do this. She's dehydrated. Give her water tomorrow. There's a small group of survivors at a retirement home. We're not doing that. I don't want her to go crazy. Day 30. Give her both. We don't have the book. I wish we did. If I did, I would definitely let her get the picture. Let's hope that doesn't drive her insane. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. From outside or inside? Okay, so she's going a little bit crazy. Let's play the checkerboard. It won't break it, and we'll just use it. That keeps her from going insane, so that's a good one. Fatigued and hungry. Don't do anything, because this is the ventilation. It's either bug spray or nothing, because if you do any of the other two, you'll get injured or whatever. And we don't want that. Oh wait, we need to check her thing. Okay. It's hard to keep track down here. We can't tell if it's night or day. Our sleeping patterns are messed up. It's terrible light bulbs. We're not using the med kit. We have to save it. As much as I want to protect her, I can't. That'll risk the whole operation that we got going on. She's a little crazy. That means she has about 25 days until she goes completely deranged and takes off. When we opened the bunker door to let some fresh air, we discovered a small suitcase at the door. There was no note on it. Let's go ahead and check it. She's already crazy. She might get sick as well, but that's okay. She didn't get sick. Did it give us anything good? We got food. We needed food. That was worth the risk completely. By a man we didn't know, claimed he used to be an accountant. Now he's a gambler. We don't want to gamble. We don't have the cards, even if we did. I think we can do this. I think we can do this. Come on, Dolores. You're my hero. You're my hero. We're to knock at the door. It was a rather excessive number of arms. Our next expedition. If we get a padlock, that could be very good for us. Let's give them water because there's only Dolores. And if we end up with a padlock, we can go on an expedition and be protected all the way around. Our shelter will be protected. She's thirsty, hungry, and crazy. Situation in our hands. There's a group approaching the shelter. They don't seem like the occasional friendly scavengers you run into. Not at all. They look like they're out for blood or cans, or probably cans. This is a terrible time for humanity. Let's use the axe. We'll still have the gun. We already used the axe for the thing, so we know we won't need it. We already used the axe for the twins, so hopefully it survives. I don't think it will, though. I think this means it breaks. Yeah. What is she at? She's at dehydration. We'll just give her some water. Oh, they need the book. The one thing we don't have. They need the book. They need the book. We need a trade for a book. Please give us a trade for the book. At least we know we can trade the other stuff. Give her this. Notice the damage tank. You know what? We have to. We have to. Give us a book. Give us a book. Give us a book. No book. Okay. What did we get? Bullets? Okay, at least we have some more trading stuff. Wasteland full of surprises. Man on the other side of the door, claiming that he is willing to offer a lot for decent ammunition. This will only give us a can of soup. We're not giving them that. That's not the trade we want. We need to keep all supplies for potential trades. Please give us something good. Hang on, what is she at? We need a lock. We need a lock to go on an expedition. Give her water tomorrow. Okay, so we got the map. Hopefully this gives us something good. Please don't break the map and actually give us something. The map broke. Oh, man, oh, man. That could have been such a good trade item. Give her both. A lot of people aren't around anymore. Yet here's someone at the door. When we open it, encounter a stranger in a jumpsuit. Water chip. I'm not giving him my water. We don't have enough to spare. I need a proper trade. A proper trade. Come on, please. This is how it happens every time. We get to the last one and it just goofs up. She's deranged. Flashlight. What does a flashlight do? It helps when they're not in a good shape. I'm thinking. Yes. We're gonna have to send her out. We have to. We're going on an expedition now. There's not a choice. Unless a trade comes up on this one. There's no option. Very own Fallout Garden. We got mushrooms. Nope. Okay, next day we're sending her out on an expedition. They'll protect from the raid. I don't know if we'll be able to come back to our shelter. Send her with a flashlight. Please let it be something good. Okay, we made it back. Literally didn't get anything. One can of soup. A singular can of soup. What do we even do with that? No, I don't want your cat, bro. I don't want your cat. I want a book. It's probably the twins asking for a book again. Yep. It's always one item. It's always one item. And she's deranged. She's about to take off, you guys. She's about to just dip. No, we finally got it, but it's asking for an item we just don't have, man. Man. Oh my gosh, that was our book that we needed. I'm surprised she hasn't ran. Like we're definitely past that threshold. Anything now is just pure luck. Give her both, you know? Dude, come on, man. That's okay. It's okay. A book will show up. The book is one of the harder items to get, and I don't understand. If the expedition took us to a school, we could have gotten it, but... Use the gun, I guess. It's probably going to break. Shisha! Yeah. We've literally got a checkerboard, and that's it, man. This is rough. A young singer, that would give us a radio, but that's not going to help us. At all. Let's do it just because. At least we'll have a radio. It's a trade item, you know? She's not crazy no more. Music saved the day. It's beautiful. And we got our trade item. Supplies are running low. If we don't take care of ourselves. Our neighbors had a shelter with a broken trap door. There might be some supplies inside. You know what? Yes. We have to risk it. We have to risk it every time. She's crazy again, but we've got food. And we've reset that timer. We need to use the radio every chance we get. We have to take advantage of every single event. Radio broke. Raspy voice coming outside saying you want to buy a rock. Yeah, it's Old Man Jim. We'll go ahead and buy the rock. It gives good luck. I think he like stops by and gives you water when you need it the most or something like that. She's no longer tired. I can't send her on an expedition. Wear the gas mask so you don't get sick. No, I'm not giving him... Oh, wait, no, crap. I should have done that, because I think he can give an item. I should have done that. I had plenty of food to do it. Why wouldn't I? We're not gambling. Even if we had it, we wouldn't, because we have plenty of food. I need, like, one of the Girl Scout visits. Hang on, what is she? Starvation, just give it to her. We got plenty of food. Checkerboard for water is fine. I guess. We don't have any trade item now. But, I don't know. I'm hoping to get, like, gas mask for Locke and then send him out on an expedition again. We're going quite a while. Man, let's really hope we can pull something off. We don't have enough water to do that. I think we're just in a rough spot. This is just... you know, I'm not for sure what to do. We're in a rough spot. Dehydration. So give her water tomorrow. I wish we had one of these. Day 69. Just give her both, it's fine. Okay, we'll check the hole in the wall for the food. We don't have anything to trade for. Man. We're gonna have to do an expedition. It's our only hope. See, hunger, desperation. We know the teacher. Yeah, go rob the teacher. You're already crazy and deranged. You might as well prove it. Might as well prove it. Gave us a radio. Let's see. We're just use the radio every time. Because we're not doing the government. It breaks every time. Man, it is no joke on this difficulty mode. Give her water tomorrow. At any moment, she's going to take off. Okay, so we have roaches again. I can hear them. They're going to do that buzz sound. Or I heard the buzz sound, so give her both. We don't have anything for that, so she may get sick. Okay, she didn't get sick. That's good. Gosh, they're going to take over the events when I really need random events. There's no way to get rid of them. I don't know if the twins are going to come back. I haven't seen them in a while. What did that say? Oh, I thought it said feral. It says deranged. Okay. We're going to send her on an expedition. We don't have much of a choice. Like, we have to. We'll send her with food because we have plenty. Let's hope that helps her return. And let's... This is like a Hail Mary attempt, actually. And it didn't pay off. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay. We tried. We tried a few runs. Oh, get a good stretch in. we'll do it again in the future. I knew that was going to happen, but it's literally, we just did not have a choice. We had to absolutely Hail Mary it. But even then, I don't think the twins were going to return, to be completely honest with you. I think once they do it twice and you don't give them what they want, it kind of ends it. So I was kind of hoping maybe Expedition I can get the tank or whatever going. That was close. Either way, I hope you guys had a good day. I hope tomorrow's even better. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been following along and subscribing, leaving comments and stuff. It really does help the channel, and I'm glad to have you a part of this. I do have plans to do a Echoes of Ironclad. It's a game based on the anime SAO, one of my favorite animes. I genuinely love it, and you basically get to play as a character in that open world. I'm going to start a series for it. I'm going to try to do a countdown in the comments section. I have to wait till the videos post, which I usually schedule in the morning, and I'll try to catch them in the night to do it. So I'll let you know the countdown of when the game releases. When it does, that's when I'm going to record my first video. I'll be doing maybe 3-hour episodes, 2 to 3 hours, and I'll be posting them probably Friday or Saturday or something like that. But either way, if you're into that, if you want to see that, it's going to be something extra that I'm doing aside from my normal roguelike runs that I do. And it's a hardcore mode. I paid for the ultimate pre-order. First time I've ever pre-ordered a game, and it's hardcore mode, so if I die, the game's over, and I'm not going to make another series with it. I'm going to do one good run and just see what kind of character I'd be in that anime, because I like the idea of that. Either a background character that dies quick or a survivor to the end. So regardless, thanks for coming around. I'll see you here next time. You guys have a good day. Tomorrow's better. All that fun stuff. Goodbye.